Hello and welcome to Everett Merchants Baseball. I'm Sean O'Connor, your voice of the Everett Merchants, and your Merchants look to get back on track tonight against the Northwest Honkers after a tough loss to New Level Baseball last night in a 7-inning scrimmage. The Northwest Honkers will be starting tonight off with Logan O'Neill on the mound, and your Merchants will bat as follows. Leading off, center fielder Ethan Doshi, hitting second, shortstop Max Nealon, Jackson Swim hitting third in right field. He'll look to keep his tremendous season going. Brody Ponte at first base will clean up. Jordan Justice hitting fifth in left field. Jordan Mello at second base will hit sixth. Teddy Bishop behind the dish hitting seventh. Bryce Lindbergh making his Merchants debut in the DH position in eighth, and rounding things out, hitting ninth, and we'll likely see on the mound tonight, Riley Quinton at third base. Your Merchants are 1-1 on the season, undefeated in Pacific International League play. A 10-1 win in Redmond over the Dudes started the season off, and a tough 2-1 loss in Puyallup last night in a 7-inning scrimmage against New Level Baseball. Honkers 0-1 on the season. That game was against the Redmond Dudes as well, a 4-3 walk-off loss in Redmond. Both teams looking to get their footing here early in this one. Leading off for your Merchants, Ethan Doshi playing center field tonight. Doshi hitting .333 on the season. Also reached on a pair of walks in 2 games so far. Home plate umpire signals ready to play, and we are underway. First pitch by O'Neill is swung on and chopped just foul, and the count goes to 0-1. Bo Blacken coaching third base today. Pitching coach Josh Berry being egged to coach first, as Mike McCulloch unable to coach first base today. He's watching his son play Little League. Bat boy for the Everett Merchants. Here's the 0-1. Swing and fouled right back into the netting, and the count is quickly 0-2 on Ethan Doshi. Doshi, a tremendous season at Everett Community College last year. .360 batter in 15 games. Mostly singles, only 1 extra base hit on the season, but he was productive. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. A fastball at the top part of the zone will K Ethan Doshi and bring up shortstop Max Nealon. Nealon also hitting .333 on the season. He's been hit by a pitch twice. Also has a stolen base and is sacrificed. O'Neill delivers. This way outside. Nealon will start with a 1-0 count. Your Merchants get their first off days tomorrow and Friday, and they'll need all the rest they can get. A doubleheader against the Seattle Studs coming up on Saturday. Here's the 1-0. This pitch skips away, low and inside. Count goes to 2-0. Jackson Swim on deck. He's been tremendous this season. 6'6" hitter, 2 home runs. Also reached on a pair of walks, pair hit by pitches, and he's stolen a bag. Leads the team in all offensive categories outside of stolen bags. O'Neill readies. And the 2-0 is low and away. The count will go to 3-0. Merchants come home for their first home game of the season on Monday, 7:05 first pitch at Everett Memorial Stadium. They'll host the Highline Bears as a called strike is taken, low end on the low inside corner of the plate. Harold Pyatt, a big fan of taking pitches on 3-0, trying to get base runners any way he can, especially with a speedy man like Max Nealon. Here's the 3-1. This one swung on, a little bloop shot, could be trouble, and it drops just past the glove of the second baseman, Luisa Gassi, and that will be a single to lead things off, or rather, for Max Nealon. 1 out single to the second baseman. We'll bring up Jackson Swim with 1 away. Swim, as we've mentioned, having a tremendous season. 4 for 6 on the year, .667 batting average, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Also reached on a pair of walks and a pair of hit by pitches. Here's the first pitch. It's a called strike. Looked a little wide from my angle, as pitchers and the hitters and the umpires all trying to figure out the zone here early in this one. Nealon takes a modest lead against the lefty. Here's the 0-1. This one inside, and Nealon will go to second uncontested. No throw, a stolen bag on the inside pitch will advance the runner into scoring position. Jackson Swim with a chance to pick up his 8th RBI on the season here with a base knock, as Nealon's got plenty of speed at second. On deck is Brody Ponte. O'Neill readies. Nealon a pretty solid lead at second base. Here's the pitch. It swung on, fouled away down the right field line and out of play. Count goes to 1-2. Nealon with 1 stolen bag on the season. This Merchants team likes to run. Here's the 1-2. This one swung on, well hit out to left. Still going back at the warning track, and he drops the ball. This is going to be an error on the left fielder. They'll hold Nealon at third base. A 2-bag error by the left fielder, Connor Priest, will bring up Brody Ponte with 2 men aboard. And 1 away. So Brody Ponte a chance to get the Merchants ahead early in this ball game. First pitch swinging, hit well to left field. In the gap, looking up, and it one-hops the wall. This will score a pair of runs. And Ponte holds at second base. A 2 RBI double gets the Merchants on the board. 2-0 your score with 1 away. It'll bring up Jordan Justice, the left fielder for the Merchants. Brody Ponte was slumping pretty hard before that. Only 125 hitter on the season. Only 2 games in, as O'Neill steps off and chases Brody Ponte back to the bag. Justice, a 429 hitter on the season. He's been great for the Merchants. This pitch low and gets away from the catcher, but Ponte holds steady at second. On deck is second baseman Jordan Mello. 2 RBI double put the Merchants on the board here in the top of the first inning. Justice readies. Here's the pitch. It swung on, gets away from the catcher, but a strike nonetheless, and the count is 1-1. Logan O'Neill looks in, working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's low and away, gets away. This will be a wild pitch to advance the runner. 2-1 the count. He'll hold there. Ponte will at third base. 2-1, only 1 out here. Ball hit hard anywhere, could score the run. Justice looking to pick up the RBI. It'd be his 3rd of the season. Here's the pitch. High and away. 3-1 the count. Jordan Mello on deck has yet to pick up a hit with the Merchants this season. He has picked up a walk and an RBI. The 3-1 is way outside in the opposite batter's box, and a 1-out walk will put runners on the corners for Jordan Mello. Mello struggling this season with the Merchants so far through 2 contests. His spring season at Chico State was canceled, so trying to get back in the swing of things here with the Merchants. He's followed by the catcher Teddy Bishop. Runners on the corners, 1 away, 2-0 your score. This pitch is a called strike, bottom part of the zone. The low strikes have been called a lot so far in this young PIL season. See if the Merchants battery can take advantage. Here's the pitch. This one low, skips in, and the runner gets hung up between first and second, but he's going to get back to the bag. Wow. Botched play all the way around by all involved, but the Merchants escape. Justice scampers back to first. No harm, no foul, and a 1-1 count with runners on the corners. Not sure any coaching staff involved is going to be happy with what just happened. The 1-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. Starting tonight for the Merchants is Emir Seplobda. Emir, former pro, right-handed pitcher. He'll bring a veteran presence to this Merchant squad. Be a second appearance on the season. This pitch is a breaking ball. Catches the bottom part of the plate. For strike 3, Jordan Mello questioning the count, but it was indeed a 1-2 pitch. And with 2 away, it'll bring up Teddy Bishop for the Merchants. Bishop yet to pick up a hit in 5 at-bats. He's 0 for 5 with a K on the season. And the runner goes. Merchants asking for a balk potentially, but they'll get him caught in a rundown. 5, 4, 1, and he's safe! Stolen bag! They'll steal a run! The Merchants steal a run! Unbelievable play. What a play for your Merchants. As Brody Ponte steals a run on the Jordan Justice stolen bag at second base. They got stuck in a rundown and got out of it. Oh my. 2 away, runner on second base, 3-0 your score. This pitch is a ball outside, 1-0. It's the first time I've ever seen that in person. A steal of home. Here's the pitch. This one low, skips away, but the runner stays put. Logan O'Neill, struggling with his command at times, has been able to find the zone with some consistency. 13 strikes, 11 balls. But when he misses badly. 2-0. Bishop awaits the O'Neill pitch. On deck is Bryce Lindbergh. Here's the pitch. It's cold. Strike on the outside corner. O'Neill finds a foothold, and the count's 2-1. Bryce Lindbergh's on deck, looking to make his Merchants debut. Already a big inning for the Merchants. 3 runs on 2 hits and an error. O'Neill checks the runner and delivers. This pitch swung on and missed. Evens the count at 2-2, and O'Neill's a strike away from getting out of this inning. But the damage has already been done. 3 runs allowed by O'Neill. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's foul away. Bishop able to stay alive. Three runs allowed, however, only one of them earned due to that error in left field. This pitch low, and it will fill the count at 3-2. Bishop looking to get aboard any way he can to bring up Bryce Lindbergh, playing DH tonight for the Merchants. Lindbergh, normally an outfielder, hit .286 at Bellevue College. This pitch is a chopper to the third baseman. He takes his time, throws across the diamond in time to retire Teddy Bishop. But the Merchants get the job done. 3 runs across on 2 hits, aided by an error in left field. You're watching Everett Merchants Baseball. Stay with us. Welcome back. Amir Sepulveda on the mound for the Merchants. This will be his second appearance on the season. He pitched an inning of scoreless ball against the Redmond Dudes. One strikeout in that inning, did not allow a base runner. Amir, a former pro, spent time in both the American and Mexican minor leagues. A career ERA through 6 seasons of 7.73. In 101 games, he started 15 games, finished 28, 181 and 2/3 innings pitched. Struck out 91 and walked 75 over those innings, so not a real 3 true outcomes pitcher. Look for a lot of ground outs and flyouts. So we get to see Amir's debut as a starter for the Merchants. His first opponent will be Case Warner, center fielder for the Dudes, or for the Honkers, rather. This pitch fouled away. And Amir finding the zone early with a foul ball. Warner climbs in. Lefty bat facing. Here's the 0-1. This pitch swung on and missed. A breaking ball by Amir gets the batter. On deck is right fielder Alex Cochrane. Merchants lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. The 1-1 is inside and low and gets away from the catcher. No runners on, nothing doing. Samir gets a new baseball. Amir readies from the winds. And the 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted to right. Swim charging hard towards foul territory, and he'll let it fall. It's a base hit. Throw to second, not in time. A leadoff double for Case Warner. Will bring up Alex Cochrane. Nobody out and a runner on second base. As Jackson Swim just couldn't quite get to that ball as it was dropping quickly down the line. Alex Cochrane will be followed by shortstop Kendall Yackley. Connor Priest, left fielder, will hit cleanup for the Honkers. Cameron Padron is first base, hits 5th. Cade Cecil, the backstop, hits 6th. Grant Stadling is the DH. Luisa Gassi is the second baseman. And Alex Knoll, the third baseman, will hit 8th and 9th respectively. At first, Alex Cochrane, 500 hitter so far on this young season. Remember, the Honkers have only played 1 game. This pitch is a little bit high, says the home plate umpire. 1-0 the count. Teddy Bishop, catcher, calling the signs. Sepulveda readies from the stretch. And delivers. The 1-0 pitch. Runner goes. Bishop's throw down. Not in time and slips away into left field. This will score a run. Stolen base E2 scores a run. 2-0 will be the count. So the Honkers pick up a run and cut the Merchants' deficit. Still nobody out. As Alex Cochrane steps back in. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. It swung on and lifted into left. He's thinking too. It'll check up. Cochrane wisely stopping at first base on a single to left field. Kendall Yackley climbs in. Played for the Honkers back in 2019, the last PIL season we played. Amir Reddy's looking for something to get excited for, and a strike to Kendall Yackley will get the job done. Breaking ball at the bottom part of the zone. Merchants playing straight up, with Brody Ponte covering the bag at first. Cochrane gets his lead. From the stretch. Long holds, and the 0-1 is a slow chopper to first. Fair ball, and it'll move the runner across, but an out for Amir Sepulveda, and that's got to make him feel better. First out is sometimes the hardest one to get. It will advance the runner, so a runner on second base with one away will bring up Connor Priest. Yet to pick up a hit so far for the Honkers on this young season. Priest 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts in their first game of the season against the Redmond Dudes. Amir working from the stretch with one away. 3-1 your score, bottom one. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed. Great pitch. Fools Priest. Everyone straight up for the Merchants. Maybe slightly tilted to right in the middle infield. Here's the 0-1 count. This pitch catches the bottom part of the plate. Pacific International League zones have been called low all season, and that trend continuing tonight. A welcome sight for Amir. Priest awaits the 0-2 pitch. One away, bottom one. Checks to the runner at second. Working from the stretch, and time called right before the pitch is thrown. That'll be a no pitch. Real late time called there by Priest, but he's granted it. One away. Runner on second, 3-1 your score. And the pitch is a chopper to Nealon at short. He'll take his time, throw across. Good pick by Ponte. The runner will advance, but another out recorded. And now 2 away. The sacrifice is off, and Cameron Padron will climb in for the Honkers. Padron 1 for 4 on the season. He also reached on a walk, pair of strikeouts, and a run scored in the game against the Dudes just a couple days ago. Lefty bat for Padron. From the stretch of the runner on third base. 1 away, or 2 away. This pitch is a little bit outside, and the count is 1-0. Amir looking to limit the damage here and turn it back over to his offense, which has been humming in PIL play. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed. Evens the count at 1-1. Merchants have scored 13 runs in 10 innings against Pacific International League opponents. Sepulveda looks in. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed. Strike 2, 1-2 the count. And Amir can retire Cameron Padron and get out of the inning, only allowing a run with a K. Infield playing back. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that will retire the side. The Honkers pick up a run on 2 hits and an error as we head to the top of the second inning. Your Merchants lead by a score of 3-1. Welcome back to Bellevue College. Merchants lead by a score of 3-1 here in the top of the second inning. Amir Seplobda giving up his first run of the season, but able to limit the damage despite having a runner on third base. Bryce Lindbergh climbs in. He'll be the DH tonight. May get moved to the field depending on some double switches. This is his Merchants debut. This pitch is a called strike on the bottom part of the zone. Bryce Lindbergh actually plays in this ballpark. This is his home field as a Bellevue College product. .286 hitter on the season. This pitch is swung on and missed. A low breaking ball. And the count quickly 0-2. Lindbergh limited work this spring season. Only 7 at-bats. Was able to pick up 2 hits. Scored a run on a pair of RBIs. And reached on a walk. The 0-2 is swung through and missed. Strike 3 swinging. That'll bring up Riley Quinton, the third baseman. Logan O'Neill able to get 3 strikeouts so far through 8 Merchants batters, despite allowing 3 runs. Merchants 3 runs on 2 hits and an error. Honkers 1 run on 2 hits and an error. Riley Quinton climbs in, looking for his first hit of the season. This pitch is low and away for ball 1. Riley Quinton, Arizona Christian University player. Played on the JV squad this spring as a called strike on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. On deck, Ethan Doshi led off the game with a strikeout. Here's the 1-1, and it hits him. Will send Riley Quinton to first base on the hit by pitch. Merchants have been hit a ton this season. 7 hit by pitches with that hit by pitch through 2 and an inning and a half in this ball game. Going to cut down on that if this team wants to stay healthy this season. A ball taken low. Ethan Doshi climbs in 0 for 1 in this game. Struck out swinging to start the ball game. Quinton takes his lead off at first. This pitch is a called strike. Lower part of the zone will even the count at 1-1. On deck is Max Nealon. He picked up a single in the first inning, came around to score the first run of the game. This pitch, low, and the counts will go to 2-1. Doshi readies. O'Neill gets the sign and delivers. This pitch is low, 3-1 the count. Doshi would love to get aboard here as the power units 2, 3, 4 coming up next. They've been very productive this season. This pitch is a chopper just past the pitcher. This is going to be a real tough play, and it's not in time. That'll be a single for Doshi, and an error advances Quinton to third base. An error by the second baseman. It advances Riley Quinton to third, but a single to Ethan Doshi, and Max Nealon up with 1 away and runners on the corners. Looking to add on here, the Merchants. Offense has been humming against their PIL rivals. Nealon readies. This pitch is called lower outside corner of the zone. A great pitch by O'Neill. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, and this ball's fouled away, and the count goes to 0-2, and it's a shame because Doshi had second stolen. Great opportunity, though, if Nealon puts that in play, that you may get a run out of it. O'Neill has labored through these first 2 innings. 42 pitches already, and he's only through an inning and a third. This pitch upstairs. 1-2 the count. On deck is Jackson Swim. Reached on an error in the first. Runner goes. This pitch low. Skips away. Quinn coming home. And he's safe at home. Stolen bag for Doshi. And a pass ball, a wild pitch, will score the run. And the count is 2-2. 4-1 your score, and the Merchants add another run. Big spot here for Nealon. Looking to pick up his first RBI on the season. Doshi on at second. Nealon readies. Here's the pitch. It's low and inside, and it will fill the count at 3-2. O'Neill readies. And delivers. The full count pitch is grounded to shortstop. Doshi will head back. This is a close play, and he beats it out. Infield single to the shortstop, and Nealon gets aboard. Jackson Swim will climb into the batter's box with 2 on and 1 away here in the top of the second inning, looking to add on. He reached on an error to left field in the first inning, came around to score. As mentioned, he leads the team in all offensive categories with the exception of stolen bags. He's been incredible. He'll take a ball inside, and the count will go to 1-0. Swim has been aboard 9 times this season, 4 via hits, 2 via walks, 2 via hit by pitches, and 1 via the error. Back pick, but Doshi's back in plenty of time. 1-0 the count to Jackson Swim. 47 pitches thrown by Logan O'Neill to this point in the game, and he's only through an inning and a third. Here's the pitch. It's taken for a called strike. The low part of that zone has been fruitful for pitchers on both teams. And on deck is Brody Ponte. 2 RBI double got the scoring started in the first. 1-1 to Jackson Swim. O'Neill readies. In the stretch, he'll take a pitch low, gets away, but right by the catcher's feet. Cade Kissel able to scoop it up and keep the runners on their bags. O'Neill delivers. Runners go. Pitch is high and outside. Doshi gets in there. Stolen bag. He'll head to home. He'll score. Nealon to third on an error by the catcher. Stolen bags. But the error will advance the runners further. And the Mercs pick up another one. 5-1 the score. Apologies for the quick technical difficulties. Jackson's swim hustle double adds a run. 6-1 your score with one away, and Brody Ponte up to the dish for the Merchants. Picked up a 2 RBI double to left field and came around to score in the first inning. Merchants 3 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second of this one. 6 runs on 5 hits and an error in the ball game. Honkers 1 run on only 2 hits and 3 errors in the game. 53 pitches for Logan O'Neill. Has been able to throw 30 strikes, but he's labored. There is some movement in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. It's called strike on the outside corner, and the count goes to 1-0, or 0-1. Ponte awaits the pitch. O'Neill working out of the stretch, and he steps off. Chases swim back to the bag, no one covering. 0-1 count to Purdy, or to Ponte, rather. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed. A big cut from the first baseman, and the count goes to 0-2. Schwim gets his lead at second as Ponte readies for O'Neill's 0-2 pitch. Here it is, well away. O'Neill desperately looking for an out here. Help him get out of this inning. This pitch well inside. 2-2 the count now, and the Merchants not looking to let up anytime soon. Trying to keep this line moving. Jordan Justice would be up next. He reached on a walk in the first inning. From the stretch, O'Neill readies and delivers. This pitch is a chopper to short. It'll advance the runner at a minimum, and Ponte is thrown out for 3 the putout for those scoring at home, and it will advance swim to third rather. 2 away, Jordan Justice climbing in. He was stranded after walking in the first inning. 6-1 your Merchants lead, continuing their offensive firepower in PIL play. O'Neill looking for an out to get out of this inning. First pitch is a little bit low, and the count goes to 1-0. 59 pitches through an inning and 2/3 for Logan O'Neill. Here's the pitch. It's taken inside. Count is 2-0. On deck, should he be needed, is Jordan Mello. He struck out to end the first inning. O'Neill works from the stretch and delivers. This pitch well away. Good pick there by his catcher Kessel. 3-0 the count. Harold Pyatt sending some words of encouragement to his left fielder, who's got O'Neill right where he wants him. 3-0 hitters count here. Taking all the way, a called strike down the heart of the plate. Base hit anywhere would score another run and push the Merchants' lead to 6. First things first, though. Justice, 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed. It'll fill the count. Swim having a conversation with third baseman Bo Blacken. He'll take his lead. The full count pitch is away, and it'll walk Jordan Justice, his second walk of the afternoon, as Jordan Mello will climb in with runners on the corners and 2 away, and a chance to really pile on here in Bellevue. Runners get their leads. O'Neill delivers this pitch well away. Another great pick by Cassell. Cassell behind the plate. O'Neill back picks, or pickoff rather, to first, not in time. Ball looked like it got away from him on the throw over, or throw back to the pitcher, but able to keep control of it. 1-0 the counts. Runners on the corners, 2 away. Here's the pitch. It's a check swing, strike called on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. On deck is Teddy Bishop. Grounded out to third base. This pitch fouled away, out of play. And 1-2 goes the count. Mello struck out for the second out of the first inning in his first at-bat, looking to change his fortunes here and pick up an RBI, or at a minimum extend the inning. 1-2 pitch is taken inside. It'll even the count at 2-2. Bishop on deck. Emir Sepulveda has had an extended break. This pitch is taken low. It'll fill the count. Sepulveda has been off for nearly 30 minutes at this point. As he walks back from the bullpen, he was getting out there throwing some balls around to stay loose. Runners get their leads. The pitch is swung on. It's a little seeing eye single under the bat or under the glove of the second baseman. First to third goes Jordan Justice, and another run scores for the Merchants. An RBI single for Jordan Mello. And the Merchants add on 7-1 in the top of the second. Jordan Justice on at third. Jordan Mello on at first base. Teddy Bishop, the catcher for the Merchants, grounded out to third to end the first inning, looking to extend this inning as a ball's called outside. The 9th Merchant batter to the plate is Teddy Bishop. On deck is Bryce Lindbergh, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. This pitch low. Dangerous pitch, 2-0 the count, as O'Neill is really starting to labor. 72 pitches through 1 2/3 innings for O'Neill. Mello takes his lead at first. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed. Big hack, 2-1 the count now with 2 away. Long inning for the Merchants. 7 runs on 6 hits in this ball game. This pitch low and away. Another dangerous pitch there. But Cassell able to handle it. 3-1 the count, with runners on the corners. Runners get their leads. Bishop looking for his first base hit of the season, and he will. It's a short hop fielded by the shortstop, and he'll get the out. But the Merchants get their runs and even more. 7 runs on 6 hits and an error in this game for the Merchants. Your Merchants lead 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Welcome back. Amir Seplobda still on the bump for the Merchants. 7-1 your score. Merchants lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Cade Cassell steps in. And he'll face Amir's first pitch of the inning. It's called strike. A great call for Amir there. Cassell picked up a double. Also walked and struck out in his only game on the year. Amir winds and delivers. The 0-1 is skips in to Teddy Bishop, and the count will even at 1-1. Merchants have scored 7 runs on 6 hits and an error. So the 1-1 pitch is fouled away. Count goes to 1-2. 7 hits on 6 hits, or 7 runs rather, on 6 hits and an error for your Merchants. 1 run on 2 hits and 3 errors for the Honkers. Honkers want to get back in this one. They're going to have to clean up those fielding mistakes. It's granted the Merchants quite a few unearned runs. Here's the 1-2. It's lifted high, but out of play. And the count will stay 1-2. It's a beautiful day here in Bellevue, Washington. Nice crisp 62 degrees. Just a couple clouds around the edges. The 1-2 pitch fouled away. Depending on how long this game goes, we expect some more cloud cover as we go. But no rain threatening at all. Here's the 1-2. Amir gets his strikeout. A perfect start to the inning for Amir Seplobda, who allowed a run in the first, but has really locked it down when he faced Cade Cassell, and hopefully signs of things to come. Harold Pyatt looking on with approval, along with pitching coach Josh Berry, new to the Merchants coaching staff this season. Grant Stadling up for the Honkers, the DH. This pitch is lifted but foul. It'll get out of play. Stading went 0 for 3 with a walk. Also struck out against the Dudes. Amir's pitch is swung on, fouled straight back. 0-2 quickly goes the count on Stading. Bishop gets a new baseball. Throws it up to his starter. 0-2 the pitch, or 0-2 the count rather. Infield straight up. As is the outfield. Not many shifts so far this year for the Merchants. Still trying to feel out their opponents. Here's the pitch. It's slow and away. First ball of the at-bat for Stading. Amir at 25 pitches, 6 balls, 19 strikes. His control has been great. Here's the 1-2. It swung on and missed. Amir Seplobda finding his stuff here in the second inning. 2 strikeouts to start things off. And Luis Agassi up next, the second baseman for the Honkers. Agassi 0 for 3 with a walk and 2 strikeouts against the Dudes. Looking to pick up his first hit of the season. First pitch is up and in for ball 1. Amir checks the signs from Bishop. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike on the outside corner. It's in a pretty big zone tonight, but called pretty consistently. Amir's wind and delivers. The pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 the count, and Amir with a chance to strike out the side here. Working from the winds Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's lifted, but will get out of play, and we'll do it again. Sun continues to fall here. Shadows over the batter's box, but the pitchers in full sun could give some problems to the hitters. 1-2 the count. Amir readies, working from the windup. Gets the sign from Bishop and delivers. The 1-2 pitch skips in there wide. 2-2 the count. Amir worked primarily as a reliever later in his career. That is likely going to be his long-term role for the Merchants, but a tight schedule early forced a start. And this ball is grounded right back to Amir. He'll take his time, flip over to first base. A 1-2-3 inning for Amir Seplobda will send the Merchants to the top of the third inning, leading 7-1. Welcome back. New pitcher for the Honkers, number 17, Trent Smith, right-handed pitcher for Northwest. Means the book on Logan O'Neill is officially closed. He went 2 innings, gave up 7 runs, only 3 of them earned, 2 walks hit by pitch, and 3 strikeouts. Trent Smith's first pitch misses high and away to Bryce Lindbergh, who struck out in his Merchants debut. Looking to get his first base knock in the blue. This pitch is swung on and missed. Evens the count at 1-1. Lindbergh readies. 1-1 pitch delivered by Smith. It's a looping breaking ball, missing just high. High part of the zone hasn't been called very much this season for any pitcher. The low part's been a lot more consistent. See if that trend continues as we get deeper into the PIL play. This ball low. Called strike. That looked even low for the PIL zone we've been seeing this season, and Bryce Lindbergh agreed. On deck as Riley Quinton was hit by a pitch in the first. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed. Gets away from the catcher for a moment, but the throw over is in time to complete the out. Riley Quinton comes up. He was, hit by a pitch in the second inning. Came around to score. Play top of the third inning, 1 away. Merchants lead, 7 runs on 6 hits and an error. Honkers 1 run on 2 hits and 3 errors. Smith delivers. This pitch is taken for a called strike on the outside corner, and an excellent pitch by Trent Smith. On deck is leadoff man Ethan Doshi. He singled and struck out. This pitch is swung on and missed. Trent Smith having his way with Merchants hitters so far. Good command. But the errors have been the story in this game. As this pitch is called strike 3 on the outside corner. Merchants batters starting to get a little frustrated with the zone. It's going to help when they see a 7-1 lead on the scoreboard, though. As I was mentioning, the errors have been the story of this ball game. 7-1, the Merchants lead. 4 of the Merchants' runs are unearned. Smith readies and delivers the first pitch to Ethan Doshi. It's called a ball. Little bit low. The zone starting to get a little more inconsistent for the home plate umpire. 1-0 is one skips in. 2-0 the count. Max Nealon on deck. He's 2 for 2. This pitch is taken outside. 3-0 the count. Ethan Doshi with a chance to get aboard for the second time here. 2 away. Merchants looking to add on here, leading 7-1 already, top 3. 3-0 pitch upstairs. 4-pitch walk. Trent Smith allows his first base runner of the afternoon. And Max Nealon climbs in with a chance to move him along. Nealon, a pair of singles. Came around to score twice, still looking for his first RBI on the season. Doshi takes his lead. First pitch, Nealon takes all the way. It's a strike down the heart of the plate. Doshi leads the team in stolen bases. He has 4, all of them against the Redmond Dudes. It was a great night for him on the base pass. This ball skips away. Wild pitch advances the runner to second. And the mistakes keep coming. Kissel's having a great night behind the dish. But a couple balls have gotten through when his pitchers have missed badly. Nealon with a 1-1 count and a runner in scoring position. 2 away, swim on deck. Love to get your power hitter up here. This ball misses outside. 2-1 the count. After a sharp first 2 hitters, things are cooling off for Trent Smith. 2-1. Runner on second base is Ethan Doshi. Here's the pitch. It's taken low, gets away for a moment, but right there to pick it up is Cassell. Here's the 3-1. Called strike. Now, left side of that zone has been a wee inconsistent on night. Full count. Runner will go on first movement. Runner goes. Ball taken upstairs, and runners on first and second base as Trent Smith will face off against Jackson Swim, who is tearing apart the Pacific International League in these first 2 ball games. 1 for 2 on the night. He reached on an error and scored. RBI double. Came around to score on that as well as he takes a called strike by the knees. 0-1 the count. Brody Ponce on deck. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a pair of RBIs. Runners get their lead. The pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. A little help given to Trent Smith on that one. Swim digs in an 0-2 hole. Nealon trying to see the pitcher. Here's the pitch. It's slow. 1-2 the counts. Nealon at first. Doshi on at second. Great speed on the base paths. Perfect opportunity for Swim to poke one into the gap and score a couple. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and belted to left. Is it his third home run of the year? It's off the scoreboard! A 3-run home run to left field. Jackson Swim's dream start continues. A 3-run shot to left, and the Merchants lead 10-1. Jackson Swim already having a fantastic night. That is icing on the cake. Already 3 runs, 2 hits for Jackson Swim as Brody Ponte takes a ball inside. Jackson Swim 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored, 4 RBIs, a home run, and a double. This pitch swung on and missed. 1-1 the count to Brody Ponte. Swim 3 home runs in PIL play so far this season and a .667 batting average. Ponte waits the 1-1 pitch and it hits him in the hand. He'll take a second to shake this one off. Harold Pyatt coming out to check on his first baseman. Ponte reaching for the second time. And they'll say this was off the knob of the bat. Oh, Ponte thought it hit him hit the knob of the bat. A home plate umpire sending him to first base. Honkers manager arguing that since Ponte didn't leave right away, probably didn't hit him, which I can't say I disagree. Harold Pyatt checking with Ponte, but unless this gets overturned, which it likely won't, Ponte standing on first base, and now we're going to have a conference, which is never a good sign. Take a short break. Actually, we'll stay right here. This will likely not take long. Both managers out of the dugout awaiting this decision. As it stands, Jordan Justice up. He's walked twice with Ponte on at first base. 10-1 your score with 2 away. Jackson Swim scoring all 3, or batting in all 3 runs, and it will stand. So everything stands as called originally. Jordan Justice will climb in. Ponte reaching for the second time tonight on that hit by pitch. A bit controversial, perhaps. Sure looks like it caught him on the hand to me, but good points brought up by the Honkers manager. Justice yet to record an at-bat on the evening. He's walked twice. This pitch is swung on, fouled straight back. And the count goes to 0-1. On deck, should he be needed, is Jordan Mello. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a strikeout. This pitch, it bounces in, and Ponte will run to second base, sliding in, and he is safe! Gets around the tag! Unbelievable. Able to avoid the tag. Home crowd does not appreciate the calls on the field. Two close decisions going against the Merchant, or going against the Honkers, rather. One and one the counts. Justice looking to add on. 10-1 your score. Smith looks in and delivers. This pitch is swung on, lifted deep to center field, but the park will hold it, and the catch is made by Case Warner to end the inning. A 3-run home run by Jackson Swim extends the lead for the Merchants to 10-1. Stay with us as we head to the bottom of the third. Welcome back. Amir back on the bump for the Merchants. He'll face Alex Knoll, the third baseman for the Honkers, hitting in the 9-hole slot today. He bunts and fouls it off as we are underway here in the bottom of the third inning. 10-1 your score. Merchants lead the Honkers. Amir looks in. Gets a sign from Bishop and delivers the pitch. It's a chopper over the head of Amir, gobbled up by Nealon over to Ponce in time for out number one. Reminder that even on games where we're not live broadcasting, you can follow along on pointstreak.com for live scoring. Case Warner climbs in. He doubled and scored in the first inning against Amir. Let's see how it goes the second time around. This pitch inside, nearly hitting Warner, but able to stay out of the way of that fastball. Temperatures continue to drop here. A bit chilly as we work in the bottom of the third. This pitch called ball, a little bit inside, said the home plate umpire. Bishop is slightly offset to the left of home plate. Harold Pyatt and Bo Blacken having a conversation over in the dugouts. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Amir finding his way back into the counts. 2-1. Sepulveda delivers. 2-1. Bunt shown. Foul tipped into the glove for strike number 2. It'll even the count with 1 away. Alex Cochrane up next. He singled and was stranded on third base in the first inning. Warner waves the bat around. The lefty waits. This pitch is swung on, chopped over to second. Throw over to Ponte is wide. In E4. This ball thrown away. Safe anyways. A 2-bag error. Will advance the runner. Second error on the Merchants tonight. A 1-out runner on second base will bring up Alex Cochrane. Alex Cochrane singled and was stranded in the first inning. One of only 2 honkers with a hit in this ballgame. A mere 38 pitches to this point, 28 of them for strikes. Warner takes his lead at second. From the stretch, the pitch is a wee bit outside, and the count goes to 1-0. Harold Pyatt airing his frustration to his second baseman, Jordan Mello. A couple misplayed balls cost the Merchants a chance to win the ball game yesterday. This pitch is swung on, lifted, but foul and out of play, and the count will even at 1-1. Harold Pyatt, very much a traditional baseball manager. Likes to bunt his runners ahead and play very clean defense, so anytime an error is committed, it does not sit well with him. 1-1 the count to Alex Cochrane. Runner on second is Case Warner on a 2-bag error by Jordan Mello. This pitch is a check swing. He went. One and two the count. Amir looking in. There is some action in the pen for the Merchants. 1 away. 10-1 your score. Sepulveda delivers. This pitch is a line shot but foul, and we'll do it again. On deck is Kendall Yackley, the shortstop. And behind him, should he be needed, is left fielder Connor Priest. Neither reached in their first at-bat. Here's the pitch. It's a bit low and away. Evens the count at 2-2. Reminder, the Merchants will have the next 2 days off, followed by a doubleheader in Tacoma against the Seattle Studs. First pitch, 1:05 for Game 1. Amir delivers. 2-2 is lifted. Could be trouble. Nealon going out. And Mello makes the play for out number 2. Warner stays put at second. And with 2 away, Kendall Yackley, the shortstop, will climb in. Grounded out unassisted to the first baseman in the first inning. Connor Priest on deck. Amir giving up 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a run through 2 2/3 innings. Hasn't walked anyone. 40 pitches, 30 strikes. A great first start for the new Merchant. First pitch is a called strike on the bottom part of the zone. 0-1 quickly goes Amir. Muir looking for strikeout number 4. Be a great way to end his third inning of work. This pitch is lifted foul and out of play. Oh, and 2. Your Merchants will host these Honkers on Monday for the home opener. 7:05 first pitch at Everett Memorial Stadium on Monday, June 14th. Been nearly 700 days since we've played at Everett Memorial. It's going to be a great time. This pitch is a line shot to center field, and the play is made on the run. Ethan Doshi ends the inning. No damage done. A runner stranded on second base on an error by the second baseman. We head to the top of the 4th inning. Your Merchants lead 10-1. Welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for the Honkers rather. Here in the top of the 4th inning is Evan McKay. Number 26, right-hander. That officially closes the book on Trent Smith. Through 1 inning of work, he gave up 3 runs, all of them earned, on 1 hit. It was the homer by Jackson Swim. Walked 2 batters, hit a man, struck out 2, and a wild pitch moved a batter across. First pitch by McKay is a ball upstairs to Jordan Mello. Mello 1 for 2 on the evening. He picked up an RBI on a single in the 2nd inning, struck out in the 1st. This pitch is a chopper to the shortstop. Gonna be a tough play, and he airmails it. Hits the fence. And they're gonna ask if that's out of play, and it is. So a 2-base error will move Jordan Mello across by the shortstop. That is the 4th error by the Honkers so far. Teddy Bishop up next. He's 0 for 2, the catcher for the Merchants, and a called strike to start things off. Runner on at second base is Jordan Mello on a 2-bag error, on a throwing error by the shortstop. Here's the pitch. It's well away and low. Bishop scampers back to the bag. The pitch is lifted to right. Could be trouble. Is it going to be fair? It's foul and it drops, but it's a foul ball. Probably a smart drop by right fielder Alex Cochrane if he was in that train of thought, as Mello would have had no troubles scampering to third base had he made that catch. Ball taken out of play. McKay gets his new baseball. 1-2 the count on Teddy Bishop, looking for his first hit of the season. What a great time to break a slump. This pitch swung on and missed. And the catcher held on, says the home plate umpire. 0-3 night for Teddy Bishop so far, but he'll have plenty of opportunities to break out of this slump tonight. Lindbergh up next. He's 0 for 2 in his Merchant debut with a pair of strikeouts. He'll be followed by Riley Quinton, and a called strike on the outside corner will start things off. 1 away, runner on second base on an error. 10 runs on 7 hits and a pair of errors for the Merchants. 1 run on 2 hits and 4 errors for the Honkers. This pitch outside, and it'll even the count at 1-1. We play top 4 in this 9-inning affair. McKay delivers. This pitch is a chopper, gets foul, and the count goes to 1-2. Riley Quinton will likely see some work on the mounds tonight. He's slated to be the third pitcher, should things go according to plan for the pitching Mariners, or for the Merchants pitching staff. This ball fouled off. Joe Barry, the pitching coach for the Merchants, trying to figure out how he wants his staff to look. They've looked tremendous tonight and all season. This pitch, low, skips away, and the runner takes off. He is out on the tag. 2-5 caught stealing. Will erase the runner. Not a great ball to run on, probably, in hindsight. As Bryce Lindbergh now will see a 2-2 count with 2 outs, and the base is clear. Going to keep the run train going for the boys in blue. Lindbergh readies. This pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and the Merchants go quietly in the top of the 4th inning. The only base runner allowed was on an error, and he was erased, caught stealing on his way to third. No runs, no hits, an error, nobody left on as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your Merchants lead 10-1. Welcome back. New pitcher on the mound, number 7, Cole Kramer. new addition to the Merchants roster. He'll face Connor Priest, and he gets a swinging strike number 1 to start things off. That will officially close the book on Amir Sepulveda. And he had a tremendous inning of work. 1 run, it was earned on 2 hits. This ball skips in there. 1 earned run, 2 hits. It was one extra base hit, 3 strikes, 10 balls, and 33 strikes. Great control of his stuff. A ball, check swing. He did not go, says the first base umpire, and the count is 2-1. Connor Priest grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. Look to get on board to try to start a rally for the Honkers. This pitch is a little bit low. 3-1 goes the count. The 3-1 is low and away, and a leadoff walk by Cole Kramer will bring up Cameron Padron, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Kramer readies. Runner takes his lead. Foul tip into the glove for strike number 1. Owen won the count. Runner gets his lead. This pitch is fouled back into the netting. Quickly 0-2 on Cameron Padron. Looking for a ground ball to erase the runner on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 10-1 your Merchants lead. Sloppy ball game all the way around. 6 errors, 4 of them against the Honkers. This pitch is swung on, blooper foul, out of play, and will stay 0-2. On deck is Cade Kessel, the catcher for the Honkers. Kramer from the stretch delivers. The pitch, it's called strike 3. Looked pretty far outside from my angle, but a friendly call for Cole Kramer will bring up Cade Kissel, who struck out swinging in the second inning rather. And Kramer can get out of the inning with a ground ball. Here's the pitch. It's a check swing. Did he go? He did! Swinging strike number 1. Home fans are not appreciating the officiating in this ball game. Oh, and 1 the count. Kissel behind 0-1. And the pitch. Runner thought about it. Called strike. 0-2 the count. Cole Kramer looking for his first K of the game. Or a ground ball to clear the base paths and end the inning. He would likely take either. Merchants with a commanding lead, looking to lock things down in the 4th. This pitch away. 1-2 the count. Pickoff, move to first base, nothing doing. Man, that could have been there. As Kramer thought he caught Connor Priest napping. Here's the pitch. Runner bluffs, and it's a ball low. 2-2 the count. 2-2. Priest on at first base on a walk to lead off the inning. 1 away. Runner gets his lead. He's been bluffing every at bat. He bluffs again. This ball hit well to center. Long run for Doshi, but he camps under it and makes the play for out number 2. Bring up Grant Stating, 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout in the second. Priest takes his lead at first. Bluffs again. Swinging strike on a breaking ball. A great first pitch by Cole Kramer. Play in the bottom of the 4th inning. Merchants lead 10-1. Runner bluffs. This pitch outside. 1-1 the count. One and one. The pitch, low and away. Loses his hat. Is Cole Kramer. 2-1. Some slight struggles with his command, trying to find his groove in his first appearance with the Merchants. This ball game is going very, very long. This pitch swung fouled. Stating caught that one on his lower leg on that swing. 10-1 your score. Merchants scored in the first, second, and the third. Left scoreless in the fourth. Honkers picked up their only run of the game in the bottom of the first inning. They scored on a wild pitch. Umpire signals ready to play. 2-2 the count. 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line drive, but foul. And we will do it again. Luisa Gassi up next. Should he be needed in this inning? Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. The tag applied, and that will retire the side. Cole Kramer gets out of the first inning of work this season cleanly, and the Merchants head to the top of the 5th inning by a score of 10-1. Welcome back. Evan McCabe remains on the mound here in the top of the 5th inning. And his first pitch to Riley Quinton is a called strike. Merchants putting on an offensive showcase tonight. 10 runs on 7 hits rather. This ball is a booted by the shortstop. Quinton reaches on an error. The 5th error by the Honkers tonight. And that will bring up leadoff man Ethan Doshi. Goodness gracious. A sloppy affair tonight by the Honkers. Merchants haven't been clean either, but 5 innings through 4+ is a rough stat line. Doshi climbs in. He's 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, 2 runs scored, and a strikeout. Pickoff move to first base. Nothing doing. Riley Quinn likely to see some time on the mound here shortly. First pitch inside and upstairs to Doshi. Ball 1. Doshi swinging a hot bat entering tonight. 333 average on the season. This ball is a little bit outside and a back pick, nothing doing. Pardon, a called strike on the outside corner there. 1-1 the count. Quinn takes his secondary lead. This ball low and inside. The Honkers battery paying quite a bit of attention to Riley Quinton over at first base. Not exactly a traditional running threat. This ball, a breaking ball, missing low and away. 3-1 the count. Max Nealon on deck. He's 2 for 2 tonight with a walk. Scored a pair of runs. Swim in the hole behind him. Doshi readies. The 3-1 pitch called strike on the bottom part of the zone. A great breaking pitch to Ethan Doshi. This full count pitch misses badly, low and away. A walk will bring up Max Nealon with 2 on and nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. Merchants looking to add on. 20 runs scored for the Merchants so far in 13+ innings of PIL play. They are tearing apart the pitchers of the PIL. This ball low and away, strike call. Not sure where that was exactly, but according to the home plate umpire, caught a part of the zone. Jackson Swim up next for the Merchants. Max Nealon readies. This pitch low, skips in, but a good stop by Kessel. Quinton on second. Doshi on at first. Max Nealon readies. The 1-1 pitch on the way from McKay. It swung on and lifted to center field. A hard charge, and it'll drop in. A single to shallow right center field will load the bases for the Merchants. Bases loaded for Jackson Swim. 3 home runs on the season for Jackson Swim. He's 2 for 3 tonight with 4 RBIs. He also reached on an error. 3 runs scored for Jackson Swim on the night already. First pitch he sees is a check swing ball on the outside corner. McKay, through 1+ innings, allowed no runs so far. 1 hit, 1 walk, and a pair of strikeouts. This pitch is a check swing strike called. Pitch was down by the knees on the inside part of the plate. The 1-1 to Swim is swung on and lifted. This'll get down in left field, scoring at least 2 runs. They're going to hold Nealon at third. A 2 RBI double for Jackson Swim. And that man keeps hitting. The right fielder, Jackson Swim, continues his domination. Jackson Swim continues his tremendous night at the ballpark. Merchants lead 12-1 in the top of the 5th. Brody Ponte climbs in. He swings. It's a chopper to third. Mishandled. And an error on the third baseman will plate another run. Max Nealon hustles home. Swim staying at second base. And the Merchants pick up another run, another unearned run, the sixth error on the night for the Honkers, and the Merchants lead 13-1. This ball's a chopper to short. Toss to second for one, and a bobble will turn this into a fielder's choice. 6-4, the fielder's choice. Swim scampers to third. And Jordan Justice reaches on that fielder's choice. 13-1 your score. Runners on the corners with one away. Jordan Mello up for the Merchants. He is 1 for 3 tonight with a single, reached on an error, and was caught stealing. He also struck out in the first. This is a called ball in the outside corner. Teddy Bishop on deck. As the Merchants scored 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the third, and now 3 and counting here in the top of the fifth. So a called strike on the outside corner as this strike zone is expanding a little bit as the night goes on. Mello swings and misses at a pitch down low. Evan McKay at 31 pitches through an inning and a third. This pitch is swung on, fouled back, and will do it again. On deck is Teddy Bishop looking for his first hit of the season with the Merchants. The backstop for the Merchants has been great behind the plate, helping this Merchants staff in line. This is a swing and a miss. Strike number 3, the second strikeout of the evening for Jordan Mello, and the third of the ball game for Evan McKay. To bring up Teddy Bishop, a strikeout swinging in the fourth was added to 2 groundouts. This pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. Count will go to 0-1. Swim on at third. Jordan Justice on at first base. This pitch is a chopper down the line. It'll skip foul, and the count will go to 0-2. Should he be needed, Bryce Lindbergh, the designated hitter for the Merchants, is on deck. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in his Merchant debut. To 1 your Merchants lead and continue their hot start in PIL play. This pitch gets away from him. Wild pitch will score Jackson Swim and advance Jordan Justice, as Evan McKay knew he had made a mistake when he released that pitch. Wild pitch plates another one. 14-1 your Merchants lead. 1-2 is the count. Bishop looking for his first base hit of the season. 0 for 3 tonight. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed for strike 3. That'll end the inning, but Merchants pick up 4 more runs. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 14-1 your score. Merchants lead. Welcome back. Cole Kramer still on the mound for the Merchants. This first pitch is a called strike on the inside corner to Gaussy. Gaussy 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out to the pitcher in the first inning. Cole Kramer worked a scoreless inning in his first inning of work as this pitch fouled away quickly 0-2 to the second baseman. Cole Kramer struck out 2 and walked the batter in the bottom of the fourth. We play in the bottom of the fifth. Time called. Teddy Bishop wants to go over some signs, talk with his relief arm. Merchants take the next 2 days off before heading down to University of Puget Sound for a doubleheader with the Seattle Studs. 7-inning game will start, followed by a 9-inning contest. Both of those games should be live on the Everett Merchants YouTube channel. 0-2 the count to Gaussy. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed. Strike 3. The throw over is in time to retire Gaussy. That'll bring up 9-hole hitter Alex Knoll. Grounded out to short in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Looking for his first hit of the season. He went 0 for 3 with a walk in his first game. Here's the pitch by Kramer. It's called strike. Oh, and 1. Kramer, 24 pitches, 16 strikes. This ball skips in. Kramer has started every Honkers batter he's seen with a first pitch strike. Is this one a big hack on a breaking ball? Cutting in towards the hitter there. Joe Barry looking on with interest. This pitch is low, bounces in there. Kramer not happy with that pitch, as his dugout tries to calm him down. He's pitching well tonight. 17 strikes on 27 pitches. 3 strikeouts to only 1 walk and no hits. Here's the pitch. It's a blooping, breaking ball for strike 3 for out number 2. Alex Knoll is sat down, and it'll bring up leadoff man Case Warner. Warner is 1 for 2. Reached both times he stepped up to bat. A double and scored in the first inning, and reached on an error by second baseman Jordan Mello in the third, was stranded in that inning. First pitch is inside for a ball. Kramer gets the sign from Bishop, long hold, and the delivery. This pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Kramer, 4 strikeouts. This would be strikeout number 5, should he be able to collect it. He's pitched an inning and 2/3. Kramer winds. The delivery is a ball low. Blooping, breaking ball. Bishop and Kramer appear to be having a little bit of communication problems, but they're working through it. Kramer pitching well. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed. It'll even the count at 2-2. With 2 away, nobody on, bottom of the 5th inning. Merchants lead 14-1. Action in the Merchants pen. This is likely Kramer's last inning. Here's the 2-2. It's a bit low. It'll fill the count at 3-2. Kramer delivers. The 3-2 pitch is a chopper foul, and we will do it again. full count. Here's the pitch. It's a chopper foul, and we'll do it again. Full count to Warner. 3-2 the pitch. Kramer delivers. This pitch is lifted, kneeling back, and he makes the play for out number 3. Cole Kramer, 2 innings of scoreless relief of Emir Seplobda, and the Merchants head to the top of the 6th inning, leading 14-1. Welcome back. Bryce Lindbergh climbs in. He'll face Evan McKay in his 3rd inning of work. New catcher, Camden Anderson behind the dish for the Merchants. Bryce Lindbergh 0 for 3 tonight on 3 swinging strikeouts, looking for his first hit as a Merchant. First pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Riley Quinton is on deck, 0 for 2. He'd be followed by Ethan Doshi and Max Nealon. McKay holds and calls for time. Merchants 14 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors. And the Honkers 4 runs on 2 hits and 6 errors for the Honkers. Sloppy affair all the way around. But the Merchants have been able to capitalize. Camden Anderson back behind home plate as we are ready to play. 0-1 the count to Bryce Lindbergh. Looking for his first hit as a Merchant. This pitch is fouled off, and the count quickly 0-2. Bryce looking to get aboard. Today is his Merchant debut, joining a crowded outfield. The 0-2 is swung on right to the first baseman. He'll take it to the bag himself for out number 1. And the first hit as a Merchant for Bryce Lindbergh will have to wait. Riley Quinton up next. He's 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning, scored a pair of runs. He also reached in the 5th on an error by the shortstop. McKay winds and delivers. First pitch is a called strike. Evan McKay, through 2 1/3 innings, has given up 4 runs, 2 hits, a walk, and a struck out 4. He sits at 41 pitches. The 0-1 is a little bit low and away, and it'll even the count at 1-1. On deck is leadoff man Ethan Doshi. He's 1 for 2. He's also reached on 2 walks. Top 3 have really hit well this game. This ball fouled away. Really, top 4 have done a ton of damage for this Merchant roster in this ball game. They've combined for 8 hits and 9 RBIs. They've also reached on 3 walks combined. First things first, though, Riley Quinn. 1-2 the count here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 away. This pitch is a sharp ground ball hit right to the first baseman. He'll take it himself for out number 2. Second straight ground out to the first baseman in this inning. And with 2 away, Ethan Doshi will climb in. Ethan Doshi, 3 runs scored. He's reached on a pair of walks, a single, and has struck out swinging. Evan McKay looking to get out of this inning. This pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. On deck is the 3-for-3 Max Nealon. A great start to the season for the shortstop. McKay delivers. The pitch is a chopper foul, and the count quickly goes to 0-2. McKay sitting at 46 pitches, 33 strikes in long relief for the Honkers. The wind, and the pitch is swung on, sharply grounded to the shortstop. The throw across the diamond is in time. A 1-2-3 inning by Evan McKay will retire the side. We will head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your Merchants lead 14-1. Welcome back. Alex Cochran up next for the Northwest Honkers. 1 for 2 with a single in the first inning. Cole Kramer staying on the mound. Sits at 36 pitches. 23 of them for strikes. He's walked a man and struck out 4. No hits allowed. This pitch is low. Start the bottom of the 6th inning with a ball. 1-0 the count. On deck is Kendall Yackley and Connor Priest in the hole for the Honkers. Kramer delivers. The 1-0 swung on, chopped foul, and the count will even at 1-1. Merchants will finish their 5-game road trip on Saturday with a doubleheader against the Seattle Studs. They'll then come home on Monday for their home opener. This pitch is a called strike. 1-2 the count on a great breaking pitch by Cole Kramer. One and two. Kramer winds and delivers. This pitch, another breaking ball. Called strike 3 for out number 1. The 5th K of the evening for Cole Kramer. Kramer picks up his 5th K on the afternoon in 2 1/3 innings. brings up Kendall Yackley, 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out and a fly out to center field. Kramer winds and delivers. This pitch is a breaking ball for a called strike. Kramer's off-speed pitch is working well for him in this inning. The 0-1 is a ball missing low and away. Merchants will host these Honkers for our home opener on Monday, followed by a home date against the Dudes on Wednesday and the Bears on Thursday as this ball misses low. Two and one the count. Following that Thursday date against the Bears, the Merchants will fly to Fairbanks to take on the Alaska Gold Panthers of Fairbanks for a 6-game set, including the Midnight Sun game. All of those games are available right here on the Everett Merchants YouTube channel. The 2-2 pitch misses low and away, and it will fill the count 3-2. With one away, Kendall Yackley looking to get aboard for the first time this afternoon or this evening. The full count pitch is a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Kramer's night of strikeouts continues. 6 strikeouts through 2 2/3 innings, and it'll bring up Connor Priest. The left fielder is 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out to short. He also reached on a walk and was stranded. This pitch is a bit outside. Priest waits this pitch. It gets away, skips in for a ball. 2-0 the count. Priest working ahead here. This pitch skips in. 3-0 the count. Kramer, when he's lost his only batter he's lost, he lost fairly quickly. It was on a 3-1 count. He walked the batter. This is a 3-0 count. The pitch is low and away. A 4-pitch walk will allow a base runner, and it'll bring up Cameron Padron. Padron 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks. 2 away for the Honkers. Camden Anderson, the replacement catcher, on deck should the Honkers need an additional batter. Priest takes his lead. Kramer delivers. The pitch is a swung-on lacing ball into the left field gap. It'll get down. Played well, however, and limiting to a single. Jordan Justice able to get in front of that ball and limits the damage. Runners on first and second, and it'll bring up Camden Anderson. Takes off his catcher's gear and climb up to the plate. Didn't seem taking any warm-up swings, so we will see how this goes for the right-handed catcher. Kramer allowing his first hit on that bloop single to left field. Allowed 3 base runners, struck out 6 in 51 pitches. Runners take their leads. This is a called strike on the breaking ball for an 0-1 count. (14-1) your score, bottom 6. It's Cole Kramer. Checks the runner on second. And delivers. The pitch is a breaking ball. Called strike right at the top of the zone. Kramer's control of his breaking ball has been excellent, with the exception of the 2 batters he's lost. On deck, should he be needed, as Grant stating. Kramer checks the signs, looks at the runner, and time is called. And we'll start again. Anderson climbs in. Kramer delivers. The pitch is a called strike. 3 on the outside corner. He strikes out the side. His 7th strikeout of the outing. Have a day, Cole Kramer. The Merchants head to the top of the 7th inning, leading 14-1. Welcome back. New pitcher on the mound is Tanner Bowe for the Honkers. It closes the book on Evan McKay. 3 innings pitched. He allowed 4 runs, 2 of them earned on 2 base hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Not a bad line at all for the long reliever. Got an out-of-town score for you all. The Redmond Dudes fall at home 6-2 to the Seattle Studs. 2 home runs in the top of the 8th were the difference in that ballgame. Merchants also dispatched the Dudes in their season opener by a score of 10-1. We play in the top of the 7th inning here. Max Nealon will lead it off. He's reached base 4 times and scored 4 runs, 3 singles and a walk for Nealon. A check swing ball will bounce in over home plate. Tanner Bowe facing his first Merchant batter. Here's the pitch. It's swung on and lifted. This should be playable down the first base line, but it will get out of play off of the glove of Cameron Padron. And we will not charge him with an error, as that would have been a tremendous play. Just a simple foul ball. Jackson Swim on deck. He's 3 for 4 with 6 ribbies. Behind him is Brody Ponte, 3 ribbies on a 1 for 3 night. Nealon readies and looks at the 1-1 pitch for a low ball. the wind. And the 2-1 pitch to Nealon is swung on and lined foul over the Merchants' dugout. Merchant players making fun of Nealon on that one a little bit. Good contact, but in the wrong direction. 4 runs scored on 3 singles and a walk for Nealon. Tremendous night for the shortstop. Here's the pitch. It's taken, and it will fill the count. New baseballs to the home plate umpire. Camden Anderson, the new man behind the dish for the Honkers. Full count to Max Nealon. Here's the pitch. It swung foul. Good defensive swing there by Max Nealon to stay alive in the count. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. 3 balls, 3 strikes thrown so far by the Honkers pitcher. Here's the full pitch, or full count pitch. It's a walk, and Max Nealon reaches for the 5th time this game. And it will bring up Merchants power bat, Jackson Swim. 3 hits tonight on a 3-for-4 night. He also reached on an error, has scored 4 runs, and collected 6 RBIs on 2 doubles and a home run. Here's the pitch. It's a taken strike number 1. The 0-1, instead a look over to first base, nothing doing. Brody Ponce would be next, or will be next rather, with nobody away. Swim looking to continue to add to his power numbers. This pitch is a called ball on the outside corner, borderline pitch, but Swim got the call. Big night for the Merchants offense, especially that top 4. This one fouled away, and the count will go to 1-2 on Swim. 14 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors for the Merchants, 1 run on 3 hits, and 6 errors for the Honkers. Nealon gets his lead. Jackson digs in. The 1-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. Jackson Swim is retired for the first time this evening, and it'll bring up Brody Ponte. Ponte, 1 for 3. Pardon me for the incorrect information before. 2 RBI double, got the scoring started in the first inning. He was then hit by a pitch in the 3rd and reached on an error in the 5th inning. Man on first is Nealon. They'll get a move over to keep him close. Don't think he'll be running up 13, however. So we've passed the 2-hour mark in this game. Quite a long contest here in Bellevue, Washington. Tanner Bowe, working from the stretch, delivers. This pitch fouled away. Oh, and 1 the count. Ponte waits for the Bowe pitch, and it's another pickoff move. Nealon likely not going anywhere, but the wheels that he has at first cannot be ignored. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. Ponte looking down at his left wrist, but appears to be okay. Jordan Justice up next. He's 0-2 with a pair of walks. Merchants looking to add on here. Bowe from the stretch delivers. The 0-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. The second out of the inning is via the K. And it'll bring up Jordan Justice with a man on first and 2 away. Merchants lead 14-1 in the top of the 7th. Tanner Bowe has recorded both of his strikeouts via the K, or both of his outs rather via the K, as this ball is high 1-0 the count. Nealon on at first. He reached on a walk. Nealon on base for base 5 times tonight. Here's the pitch. It's inside, strike called. 1-1 the count. Be interested to see who the Merchants put on the bump in the bottom of this inning. Quentin will get some work tonight. Swinging strike number 2. And Jordan Justice will see a 1-2 pitch. Tanner Bowe run strike away from striking out the side. Mello on deck should he be needed. He's 1 for 4. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It swung on and missed for strike 3. Tanner Bowe strikes out the side. The Merchants go quietly. As we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, your Merchants still lead by a score of 14-1. Welcome back. Cole Kramer remains on the mound and will face Grant Stadding. Stadding 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Here's the pitch. It's swung on, chopped foul down the third base line for strike number 1. Cole Kramer in 3 innings of work has allowed only 1 hit, pair of base runners via the walk, and 7 strikeouts. His control has been immaculate. This pitch is a called strike. 0-2 quickly, the count. Cole Kramer in line for the win. And would pick it up unless the Merchants absolutely dissolve here. And a strike 3 swinging. Grant Stadding strikes out for the 3rd time this evening. And Cole Kramer picks up his 8th strikeout. He's going to push Jackson Swim hard for player of the game. Bam. Gossi, second baseman. This pitch up and in for ball number 1. 1-0 the count. Gossi is 0 for 2. With a ground out and a strikeout. This pitch is swung on and missed. Big hack on a blooping breaking ball. Here's the wind. And the 1-1 pitch is a called strike. The breaking ball caught a piece of the bottom of the zone. 1-2 the count. Cole Kramer looking for another K here. It'd be his 9th of the ball game. Kramer winds and delivers. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. The 9th K of the afternoon for Cole Kramer. Sitting on 61 pitches, 39 of them strikes, and 9 Ks. Have a debut, Cole Kramer. Alex Knoll up next. 0 for 2 with the ground out and K. This ball low skips away for ball number 1. Great to see the depth of this Merchants pitching staff. Here's the wind. And the pitch. Cold strike on the outside corner. He has found his spot whenever he's wanted to in this game. 1-1 to Alex Knoll, the 9-hole hitter. This pitch is grounded foul, and the count goes to 1-2. 3 2/3 innings of relief by Cole Kramer. A hit, 2 walked batters, and 9 Ks. He's got a 1-2 count to Alex Knoll with 2 outs. The pitch is a called strike 3. He strikes out the side again. 10 Ks for Cole Kramer as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Your Merchants lead 14-1. Welcome back. Jordan Mello will lead things off for your Merchants as Dustin Chartrand enters the game for the Honkers on the mound. Chartrand pitched an inning and 2/3 of relief against the Redmond Dudes. His first pitch is a check swing ball to Jordan Mello. Inning and 2/3 of relief. We gave up 1 hit, 2 runs. They were earned, and 4 strikeouts, and picked up the loss. Here's the pitch. It is a called strike on the inside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. Mello leading off. He'll be followed by Teddy Bishop and then Bryce Lindbergh. Should he be needed, Riley Quinton would be next. This pitch is in the dirt. 2-1. Jordan Mello, 1 for 4 tonight, reached on an error and a single. Picked up an RBI. This ball's outside. Picked up an RBI and was caught stealing to go with 2 strikeouts. 3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. It's low and a 5-pitch walk to Jordan Mello leads the inning off. And Teddy Bishop climbs to the plate looking for his first base knock as a Merchant. 0 for 4 tonight with a pair of ground outs to the left side and 2 swinging strikeouts. Bryce Lindbergh is next, followed by Riley Quinton. Mello takes his lead. And the first pitch, swing and a miss on a foul tip. And the count is 0-1. Merchants, remember, have 2 off days coming. Thursday, Friday, they will be off, followed by a doubleheader on Saturday as this ball nearly gets away on the pickoff attempt. Mello back safely. Merchants in good spirits as their Pacific International League schedule starts off with a 10-1 win over the Dudes and now a 14-1 lead in the 8th over the Honkers. Here's the pitch. It swung on, lifted, and that'll do it. A base hit for Bishop. They'll hold Mello at second, but the first base knock of Teddy Bishop's Merchant career is a single to right field. And another great good to see another Merchant pick up a base hit. And Bryce Lindbergh now up next. He's looking for his first hit as a Merchant. See if he can get one here. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Bryce Lindbergh will face Dustin Chartland. Chartland delivers. The pitch is swung on, fouled away, out of play. 0-1. On deck is Riley Quinton. He will likely pitch the bottom of one of the next 2 innings. Although if Cole Kramer keeps stealing the way he is, he may never stop pitching for the Merchants. Lindbergh will see a 0-1 pitch after Chartland checks the runners. This pitch, check swing, called strike. He doesn't like the call, and I can't blame him. That looked inside from my angle. 0-2 quickly to Bryce Lindbergh, DHing tonight as he's part of a crowded outfield. Lots of good bats on this Merchants roster. This pitch is a check swing. He did not go. 1-2 go the count. Lindbergh looking for a base knock. He struck out 3 times and grounded out to the first baseman. This is his Merchant debut. On deck is Riley Quinton. Mello on second, Bishop on at first. Look in. Here's the pitch. It's called strike 3. He knew it as soon as he saw it. First strikeout out of the game for Dustin Chartland, and the 4th of the evening for Bryce Lindbergh. Not the debut he wanted, but he'll have a chance to redeem himself this weekend against the Studs. Riley Quinton up. He is 0 for 3 tonight. He reached on a hit by pitch and an error and scored both times. The only lefty bat in the Merchants roster. This pitch is low, dangerous, but they hang in there. Ethan Doshi appears to be done for the evening as we have a pinch hitter warming up. We'll get you that information when we get to his spot in the lineup. He would be next. 1-0 the count to Quinton. This pitch, check swing, called strike. Somehow caught a piece of the zone. 1-1. Looked a little low from my angle, but I'm a little bit off to the side and a little bit up. Riley Quinton looking for his first hit of the day. Here's the pitch from the stretch. It's a big swing, and it will be a strike. Wild pitch. And it'll advance both runners. Apologies for the delay. I was trying to figure out if they called that a foul ball or not. They did not. It's a wild pitch. It'll advance both runners. 1-2 the count to Riley Quinton with a chance to pick up a pair of RBIs with a base knock. He hits this to the pull side, which for him is right field. It'll for sure plate too if it's deep enough. 1 away. Fly ball anywhere would score a run too. This pitch is low and inside. It gets away. They're not going to send him though. With a 13-run lead, no sense in risking it. Harold asking Mello for restraint here. You don't want to rub it in here against a quality opponent. Or any opponent for that matter. This pitch is swung on. It's a chopper to the second baseman. It'll score a run, but it's a ground out RBI for Riley Quinton. And the lead is extended to 15-1 with 2 away. Yep, thank you. It's a substitution for leadoff man Ethan Doshi is Calvin Kershaw. He'll pinch hit. Kershaw making his Merchants debut with a runner on third base and 2 away. On deck is Max Nealon. This pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. Nealon on deck. He'd be followed by Swim with 2 away. This pitch is a called strike. 0-2 quickly on 2 called strikes. Ethan Doshi's night is done. He went 1 for 3, 2 runs scored, and 2 walks. He also stole 2 bags. Kershaw will see an 0-2 pitch with 2 away and a man on third base. 15-1. This ball is outside, and the count is 1-2. Be interested to see what moves Harold makes in the bottom of this inning, likely to get everyone some playing time tonight. This pitch, 1-2, is a ground ball past the second baseman. An RBI single for Calvin Kershaw in his first at-bat as a Merchant. It'll bring up Max Nealon. Nealon up. He's reached all 5 times he's been up. 3 singles and 2 walks. Scored 4 runs. Here we go. This first pitch is low. Dustin Chartrand threw 2/3 of an inning, 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 walk. He struck out a man. And he has a runner on at first base in Calvin Kershaw, the pinch hitting pitcher. This pitch is up high over the head, and it'll get through. Wild pitch will advance Calvin Kershaw. 2-0 the count now on Nealon. On deck is Jackson Swim. He is staying in the ballgame for the moment, at least. In the hole would be Brody Ponte, depending on any more moves that could be made by Harold Pyatt. Nealon readies. This 2-0 pitch is grounded to the shortstop. Takes a weird hop. Going to be a tough play, and he got him. Ground out to the shortstop will end the inning. But the Merchants pick up another run as we head to the bottom of the 8th. 15-1 Merchants lead. Welcome back. Pair of changes for the Merchants. Bryce Lindbergh will move from DH to the pitcher's mound, and third base coach Bo Blacken will replace Brody Ponte at first base. Bunt shown, ball up high to Case Warner is the first of the inning and the first of the game for Bryce Lindbergh. Merchants lead 15-1 here. This pitch is fouled away. Lindbergh making his debut on the mound for the Merchants. He went 0 for 2 in the outfield so far this season. This pitch is upstairs, and the count will go to 2-1. 15-1 Merchants lead in the bottom of the eighth inning. Case Warner, the center fielder, leadoff man, is 1 for 2. He had a double and a run scored in the first inning, the only run of the game for the Honkers. He also reached on an error. Check swing, strike called. A great pitch there by Bryce Lindbergh. Harold Pyatt's words of advice, the former pitcher himself for these Merchants, is just throw strikes. You're up 14 runs. Get out of this ball game and put your focus forward towards the rest of this season. 2-2 pitch is a broken bat grounder to second. On to Bo Blacken at first in time for the out. An expensive at bat for Case Warner. Bring up Alex Cochrane. Good to see third base coach and former Merchant player Bo Blacken taking a couple innings at first base. Got some playing time at the end of last season too. He's less of a player coach now than he used to be, but still gets some playing time every once in a while, and I sure hope we get to see him swing the bat, as that's a sight to behold. The former pro, it's himself. Alex Cochrane up to bat for the Honkers. Lindbergh's first pitch will miss a little bit outside for ball one. Cochrane 1 for 3 tonight with a single. He also struck out in the 6th inning. "1-0 is a high ball. 2-0 the count. Bottom 8, Merchants lead 16-1. Here's the wind and the pitch, fouled back into the netting. 2-1 the count to Cochrane. Merchants will send Swim, Blacken, and Jordan Justice to the dish. In the top of the 9th inning. See if they can add on a couple more runs. 16 runs on 11 hits, 2 errors for the Merchants. 1 run on 3 hits and 6 errors for the Honkers. Lindbergh winds and delivers. The 2-1 swung on and missed. A great pitch. Got a bit of that one, said the home plate umpire, so a foul tip for strike number 2. Kendall Yackley will be up next with 1 away here in the bottom of this 8th, 16-1 Honker, or Merchants rather, over the Honkers. Two-two. Here's the pitch. It's a swinging foul ball. And we will do it again. Merchants scored 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the first, or 3 in the third, 4 in the fifth, and 2 in the 8th. Honker's lone run came in the bottom of the first. Lindbergh looks in. Sets and delivers. The 2-2 pitch. Check swing. He did not go. And the count is 3-2. Lindbergh working from the windup and delivers. The full count. Pitch is a walk to Alex Cochrane. First base runner allowed by Bryce Lindbergh. Bring up number 4, Kendall Yackley, the shortstop. 0 for 3 tonight with a ground out, fly out, and a strikeout. One of every type. Yackley waits for Lindbergh's pitch. Here it comes. It skips in there for a ball. Cochrane taking a modest lead at first. Third base coach Bo Blacken holding him on. Lindbergh from the stretch delivers. The pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. 1-1 the count. Honkers looking to mount a furious rally in the final 2 innings of this ballgame. Starts one base runner at a time, and they've got one on at first. Lindbergh delivers. The pitch is swung on and missed. Great breaking ball there, falling away from Yackley. Count will go to 1-2. Yackley looking to continue this inning and give his Honkers a slimmer of a hope to get back into this ballgame. 1-2 the count. Lindbergh delivers. This pitch swung on and missed. Strike number 3. It'll bring up Connor Priest with 2 away and a man on first. Connor Priest 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. He's been stranded both times. Bryce Lindbergh 1 out away from sending this game to the 9th inning with a 15-run lead and a throw over to first base. Bo Blacken mishandles it, but is able to scoop it up. Getting the proper amounts of friendly criticism from his players. Priest, yet to see a first pitch from Lindbergh. Here it comes. This pitch lifted, but foul, out of play. 0-1 the count. Merchants take 2 days off tomorrow and Friday before playing a 7-inning game against the Studs, followed by a 9-inning game against the Studs. Doubleheader on Saturday. Merchants will look to get their first win against the Studs in quite some time in league play. Runner bluffs. This ball is called. Strike on the outside corner. Merchants did beat the Studs last season in the Kamloops International Baseball Tournament, an 11-1 Mercy Rule game in the semifinals to send them on to a game that they would later win against the Gold Panners, but we're 0-4 in league play. Runner goes. High ball call. This ball is into center field, a stolen base. He'll stay there. Kendall Yackley stealing second. Or excuse me, Alex Cochrane stealing second base. 1-2 the count with 2 away. Runner on second base. Cameron Padron would be next. Priest waits. Lindbergh checks the runner and delivers. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that will retire the side. We head to the 9th inning. Your Merchants lead 16-1. Welcome back. Top of the ninth inning. New pitcher Joshua Spezia for the Honkers. Closes the book on Dustin Chartrand. Gave up 2 runs on 2 hits, a walk, and he struck out a man in an inning pitched. Jackson Swim climbs in. He's 3 for 5, 2 doubles, a home run, 6 RBIs, and 4 runs scored. He reached on an error and struck out as well. On deck is Bo Blacken, making his 2021 Merchants debut, but has had plenty of time in the blue. Spezia's first pitch is a called strike. Caught part of the plate, says the home plate umpire, and we are underway here in the top of the ninth. Here's the pitch. Swung on out of the glove of the catcher and quickly 0-2. Swim. Readies. The 0-2 pitch is swung on, fouled back, stays alive. Bo Blacken will be next. Swim. The 0-2 is check swing upstairs. He picks up a ball, 1-2 the count. Blacken up next. He will be followed by Jordan Justice, should he not be hit for, which he has a bat in his hand, so it does not look like he will. This pitch low and inside. 2-2 goes the count. 16-1 your Merchants lead here in the top of the ninth inning. Riley Quinton should be in line to close this game out. Spezia readies and winds. The pitch is swinging strike number 3. Jackson Swim strikes out swinging for the second at-bat in a row, and it'll bring up Bo Blacken for his 2021 debut. Bo Blacken got limited at-bats last season towards the end of the year. And man, would his team love to see him pick up a base knock right about now. Spezia delivers. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 1. Got him with a breaking ball. We're near the 3-hour mark of this game, 10:28 local time. Spezia delivers from the wind. This pitch swung on, foul tipped off the mask of the umpire. He's okay. A quick conference to give the umpire a second to catch himself. Get back into things here. 0-2 to Bo Blacken. So he would love to get a hold of one here and poke it into the outfield, get a board. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swung on, fouled away, staying alive, and the dugout applauding the contact made by Bo Blacken. The 0-2 is low and away, skips all the way to the backstop. 1-2 the count. On deck is Jordan Justice, left fielder. 0 for 3 tonight with a pair of walks. But first things first. Third base coach Bo Blacken digs in. He's playing first tonight. Here it comes. The pitch swung on and lifted to left. This has a chance to get down, and it will! A single to left. Bo Blacken trips going around to first base, gets the safe call. Oh my, what a night for your Merchants. Bo Blacken with a base hit. Jordan Justice climbs in with a man on first and blow black, and this pitch swung on and missed. Justice has reached on a pair of walks. He's also struck out once. Bo takes a very modest lead. One away, top 9, 16-1 Merchants. Here's the pitch. It swung on a little chopper to shorts, on to second for 1, on to first in time for the double play. And that will retire the side. Your Merchants pick up 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and nobody left on. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Your Merchants look to close things out. Welcome back. Number of defensive changes for your Merchants. Calvin Kershaw in center field. That happened back in the 8th inning. Jordan Justice will move from left to third. Bryce Lindbergh moving from the mound to left, and Riley Quinton moving from third base to the mound. He's your new pitcher for the Merchants. Bryce Lindbergh worked a scoreless bottom of the 8th inning. And he'll turn it off to Quinton to close this game out. 16-1, not a safe situation, as this first pitch is a big swing, strike and a miss, or swing and a miss rather, for Cameron Padron. Padron is 1 for 3 tonight with a strikeout and a single. Another swinging strike. Quickly 0-2 as he works very quickly. Quinton delivers. This pitch is a called strike 3. 3 pitches and a strikeout for Riley Quinton. Riley Quinton worked a scoreless inning in relief against new level baseball yesterday. So 2 days, 2 innings for him if he can finish this one. A ball outside to Camden Anderson, the replacement catcher, who struck out in the 6th inning. 16 runs on 12 hits, 2 errors for your Merchants. This pitch is a foul ball back into the netting. 1 run on 3 hits and 6 errors for the Honkers. 1-1 for Camden Anderson, 1 away. This pitch outside, 2-1 rather. Merchants 2 outs away from a massive 16-1 win. They have outscored their PIL opponents 26-2 in this young season. This pitch is swung on and lifted out to center field. The catch is made. Happened on the transfer. Calvin Kershoff making the play in center field. Bring up Grant Statting. Or excuse me, we have a pinch hitter. Strike to Jesse. Jesse Bechtold. Pinch hitting. First pitch is a strike. This one's lifted up and a pop out to the second baseman. Will end the ball game. Your Merchants win this contest by a final score of 16-1. A massive result for your Merchants. They stay undefeated in Pacific International League play and top the table as they lead in the division over the Studs. However, they will play them twice on Saturday, so all of that could change. Until next time, I'm Sean O'Connor, the voice of the Everett Merchants. Have a good night.